there is strong. Then there is MTI strong.
Hello members, I'm Tom Morrison. Welcome to another edition of MTI TV. 3D printing has already been used to make fighter jet parts, prosthetic body parts, wheelchair ramps, and parts for concept cars. It's real and it's coming to manufacturing and heat treating. To help members stay ahead of the technology curve with 3D printing, MTI has formed a 3D printing task force who will provide best practices and developments for members to researching how they can implement 3D printing in their operations. Today we have with us Sean Byington from Byington Steel Treating in Santa Clara, California, to share his thoughts on the importance of members staying abreast of this new technology. Sean, welcome to MTI TV.
Hey Tom, thanks for having me.
Sean, you've recently been asked to join the 3D printing task force. I know this task force is currently taking shape as we speak. What will the task force be doing throughout 2015?
Well, the task force is going to have kind of two major goals initially. One is probably going to be looking into what may be keeping some members up at night is, how is this going to be impacting my customers? Are 3D printers just going to take over manufacturing? Who's going to be making anything anymore? Right now, that does not seem to be a concern at all. It's going to be a way to really foster manufacturing in the United States. And secondly, the more exciting thing, I think, is, how are heat treaters going to be able to leverage this technology in their business? How are we going to be able to stay abreast and find the best practices to really make this technology thrive and help our businesses every day?
Tell us a little about what 3D printing will do in the heat treating industry.
So 3D printing is additive manufacturing. Right now, most manufacturing is reductive. So you start with a big block, you cut away until you get a part. With 3D printing, you're starting with nothing and turning melted plastic, usually, into some sort of object, whatever that may be. So how we can use this is in prototyping. If you've got a complex part that needs some sort of fixturing, you can design it, draw it up, and it might look good, but sometimes actually holding the physical object, even in a scale model, can reveal some flaws, or you can show it to your customer and show them, hey, this is what we're going to be making. This is how we're going to be holding your part and making sure that it goes through the process very smoothly. And that can also help you close a deal as well.
Sean, why should members not ignore this technology and really put their effort into understanding it?
I like to think of 3D printing as basically the internet in the early to mid 90s. We've got an opportunity right now to jump on before it balloons up, which is going to happen. The technology's here. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry already, and it has no signs of slowing down. So right now, you look at the stuff that's coming out of 3D printers, it's kind of ugly. It's got limited use, but if you look at websites back in the 90s, those were pretty ugly and had limited use. But you look at how big it is today, and we want to make sure that we stay ahead of that curve so that we don't have to play catch up like so many people did with the internet in the early 2000s, so figuring out what it is, how do I use it. Now it's just an integral part of everyday life.
What types of parts do you see being able to be manufactured or heat treated through 3D printing?
Right now, if budget isn't a concern, you can really 3D print anything. But if you're making anything in metal, it's prohibitively expensive right now. Factors of 10, 20, 30 times what a casting would be. But with plastic, you can really do some complex shapes. You can do things where you get a fully functioning machine that's enclosed in a box through a material that dissolves in water. So you print in two materials, you wash in water, the water-soluble material goes away, and all of a sudden you have a working gearbox that is completely enclosed. So there's limits right now, but it's getting more and more advanced every day.
Sean, it's been great to talk to you. Thank you for being with us today on MTI TV.
Thanks, Tom.
Members, when it comes to emerging technology, you can be asleep at the wheel or you can move forward with it. 3D printing is going to be a game changer for manufacturing and heat treating. It is important you stay informed. Look for future video interviews and resources put out by the 3D Printing Task Force to help you understand the technology and how to tap into it and give you a competitive advantage in the marketplace. Together, you will succeed because you're not just strong, you're MTI strong. I'm Tom Morrison. See you next time on MTI TV.